Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's Friday, and that means it's time to rank some 8-bit Nintendo games. We've got a batch here that I have selected along with members of the Gerstmann advisory panel. And you can sign up, you can join up. If you want to suggest some games, head on over to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. And you can be a part of the science. We've got quite a list here. 239 games have been ranked thus far. In order from Bionic Commando at number 1 all the way down to Operation Secret Storm at number 239. Every time every time Operation Secret Storm is mentioned here at the start of these shows, I feel a twinge of like, oh God, it's that bad. It's that bad. I should play some more of it one of these days. You know, maybe it'll be a separate stream. We'll go and revisit, you know, some of the standout games. And, you know, we got to finish these. We got to finish Operation Secret Storm. We need to see the whole thing. Quite a batch of games this week. We should probably just get right into them. How about that? Let's do it. We'll head over here to the Void, where I will hastily reconfigure things so that it shows stuff on the screen. And here we are. Are the captions not working, or did something just... No, were they working over here? Nope, they're just, you know, sometimes that stuff happens elsewhere. The analysis happens. So there, now it's working again. And so sometimes there's a bit of a delay, or sometimes, you know, it's the service that it uses to return the words is down, or who knows? Who knows? It's free. What do you want? The captioning is free. Do you want to be reliable? I don't know. Let's get right into it. Fandle suggested this game. This is a leftover from last week that we didn't get to. And I'll tell you, I don't really know what this game is, but it was published by Activision. And generally speaking, I'm finding that games that Activision published on the NES are usually bad in a lot of cases. So we'll see how that goes. This is a little game called oh God. Help! Help! The Adventures of Rad Gravity are happening. I reached for the wrong slider. I was trying to turn it down. I was like, oh, why isn't this working? Ah! Okay. What a mess! What a mess this song is! I'm gonna say somewhat dissonant. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, look at that. He moves the gun back and forth, which is always fun because you can make it look like he's cranking it. Rad Gravity, cranking it in space. That was the name of the sequel that unfortunately they didn't get to make. Hello, Rad Gravity. What is happening? I assume I need to push a button here. Okay. We only know a teleport location for planet Siberia. Computers there have more teleport locations. Disable the security system and go to every computer. We need all those teleport locations to continue our quest. Who is we? What is... Oh, look at this fucking guy. We can drown out the entirety of the music by just moving this menu. Good luck, Rad. If you need energy, use your communicator. This guy just whipping a chain around in space up here? All right, fuck him. Okay, if we pause it, we get a bit of a... Oh, did I... What's up, man? Oh, jeez. I blew that guy into bits. This game has a real problem with, like, what can I stand on? Like, all of these tiles just look the same, and a lot of them look like background. This has the look and feel of a, like, really fucking bad shareware PC game of the, you know, early 90s. Like, if this came out alongside, like, a Commander Keen or something, you'd be like, yeah. There's something about the art style and everything, but, like, demonstrably worse than those games. Well, here's where we came in, right? We came in through that door. All right, that guy's gonna whip me with a chain. Can I go down here? Is it like, what's this break in the... This guy's got a robot leg and he's throwing knives. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anywhere to go here. Maybe I go up and it'll scroll. Oh, I just... Oh, look at this guy. Friggin' flying hippie. This sucks, dude. I'm not even sure if I can hit that guy. But I guess we're gonna have to figure out something here because I can't go any other way. Oh, okay. Apparently. I just got a bunch of points. I don't know what I touched though. But does that mean I can warp out because I got whatever? It didn't look like there was another door. Nope. Let's go to the other location. Effluvia. Effluvia. Let's try Volcania, but I'm guessing that we don't have any warp spots there either because we need to get the computers. Okay. Gotta unlock our fast travel points, you understand. Okay, did I miss something? And now we have to do this again? Guy's got headphones on and he's got all these an infinite number of knives to throw and a robot leg, and this guy sucks. Look at how cool he is, just whipping his chain around. Chain fight tonight. It's a sci-fi gorch. This part of the music just it makes me angry. It's just like, hey, did it. I don't know why. Oh, yeah. That guy fucking shot me, man. Come down here. Try that shit. He did. So there's nowhere to go from here. This is where we collected the thing last time. This color palette, I hate it. It's like a mess to look at. It's just like, look at all these tiles. Are any of them relevant to anything? Which ones can I stand on? It's like there's a bit of separation there in terms of like, oh, this one's got a top to it so you can stand on it, but like, enemies apparently respawn, which is great for me. Okay, so if that's not going to be the spot, then do we keep going? Is that a collectible item? Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Now we're going places. Oh, God. What? Oh, okay. 92121. Remember that. In case we need it later. And they just keep coming, huh? 921. I love that just like they didn't bother to write game over or anything on this screen. Well, we unlocked another point, I guess. Good luck, Rad. If you need energy, use your communicator. There's a gun up there. We want that gun. Oh, these are what? They're space ladders. That's why they don't animate. It's because it's space. I assume this gun has unlimited ammo. There's another computer down there. But there's no way for me to get down there, I don't think. Oh. Now that we have a gun, this game's really good. I like that they don't draw the gun. That it's just like dots coming out of his crotch area. And if we sit there for 20 minutes, we eventually will level up, and we'll be powerful enough to one-shot the rest of the game. All right, I don't know that we probably can't turn that off. Unless maybe this teleporter. Okay, so we can go either to the... Oh. Oh, suck less. Come on. Does this keep scrolling forever? Oh, no. Oh, wow. Okay. At least we keep the gun. Right, this doesn't go anywhere, right? I can't jump high enough to do that. I have a growing hatred for the music in this game. Like, every time it loops to that part, I get a little more angry at just the overall audio. Alright, so we'll teleport. That'll warp us back here. We gotta do some more of this fucking awesome run and gun gameplay. So there's nothing doing here because that's there. So it's like a Dark Souls style shortcut. You know, when I get that force field down, it'll be much faster to go that way, I'm sure. So what you're telling me is I need to stay on the top the entire time. And that the middle path is just a path back for when you fuck up and fall. Thanks, video games. Thanks. Also, the rate at which these things respawn is frustrating. Just let me kill one and keep moving, you know? Okay, don't fall. Okay, now we have even more health. You must be a technician. Step into the teleporter. It will teleport you inside the computer so you can effect repairs. Be sure not to touch the data bits because they control the security system. Is this the teleporter? Okay. Oh shit, this is rad. Oh, and I can walk on all of this grid. Why? This is video gaming right here. I wonder if that middle thing is a good thing and the other things are bad things. We'll never know. Or will we? Oh, good. And they... I can't crouch walk. Do I just maybe need to shoot them all? Okay. Computers ahead are not guarded. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that means we turned off the security barriers so I can go back to this. What? There's another computer, right? I forget. There's this teleporter here that leads us back to the other screen, and then on the bottom layer, that's where there was another computer over there. Teleport location for planet Tervia is 52267, by the way. Oh, okay. Soria, 20767. Have you ever writing these numbers down? Let me tell you, if you at any point need these numbers, we're gonna stop playing this game. An illegal ship has been towed to Effluvia. All right, that's it, right? There's no... Well, I can't even get out now, so I guess that's their way of saying, hey. Rad, they have taken me away. Aren't you the ship I'm on? What? Oh, that was the little eyeball. Is it the little eyeball robot? Maybe? They say they're going to convert me into an evil robot. Oh, no. Find me and pick me up and then teleport back here before they convert me. Oh, okay. We're just going to go somewhere else then, huh? They should really just shoot these guys. Oh, that's lava. It's lava right there. This game is something else, man. Is that thing chasing me? Do I kill it? What's happening? Okay. Oh, all right. It's slime on my head. Can I kill it? It's seeming like no. Yeah, take that. Broke your fucking machine. Get away from me. Get away from me. No, get him. Okay. Get off of me. That's health. No, you fuck-faced dickhead. Goddamn. Rad. They've taken me away. I like that they stop and wait. I guess the answer is that thing doesn't hurt you unless it grabs onto you, so fuck it, keep moving. All right, well, do we just need to take a fucking hot jump off this high speed? Yeah, that's probably what we need to do. Get off me. Go. Oh, did I just magically land on that bubble at the right time? This is... Oh. Ah. And you're just dead and you get to do it all again. What a cool rad. They've taken me away. Fuck this, dude. Are you... Hey, get off! Why won't he get off? Why won't he get off? They would get off before. What? Why won't he get off? Rad. They have taken me away. It looks like they reflect bullets back, too. That's even more annoying. Okay, here we go. Get that. No. I wonder if I can stand on the lower thing. I wonder if I have to make that jump from the conveyor belt. Because the bubbles start to go down as soon as you jump on them. Get the... Okay. I got my guy. There's my guy. No? What? I'm assuming that he has to turn into an evil robot so that you can fight him, so that there's some kind of conflict, and then once you know, beat him, then you get him back or something, but I... Get the... Urgh! No, she... They're about to convert me into an evil robot. It looks like you have to bang your head on something to get those guys off of you. I can't quite tell. Okay. Oh, shit! Shut the fuck up! Maybe you just automatically die there if you don't do it. Can I do that? No! What? Oh, okay, well. Maybe this still goes in? Okay. Fuck you. I assume I walk out with him, right? What? Maybe there's a way out this way, because the idea of going all the way back that way is, I want to kill myself. Nope, that's it. This is the end. I got it. Oh, wait, can I just warp out? If that leaves him here, I'm... Okay. Let's go to Soria, because it sounds like a planet that would have dinosaurs on it. Hey, good luck, Rad. If you need energy, use your communicator. I've never seen the communicator be like something I could select. It appears to be that headset there, but I don't know. This sucks, dude. This game is bad. Like, look at this. Now we are having fun. Wait, I can't even go that way. One part platformer, one part unfortunate maze. This is the last time. This is the last time. I don't... Okay, dinosaur does three bars of damage, just for reference here. I wanted to know if that was even possible, the thing I was trying to do up there, and it looks like no. So, that's pretty cool. Oh, run! Please try riding the Sure. There's a dinosaur right up front here at the start of this. We'll try to ride the dinosaur. decidedly unrad. Character control was like competent, I suppose I would say. Like it doesn't, like that aspect of it. Level design pretty bad. Frustrating level design, frustrating objectives. Abysmal music. Like the music makes the whole thing worse. Like it turns it from just like merely a lower end mediocre to bad game into like truly fucking disastrous territory because that music is so grating. Which is I don't want to play that anymore. And I'm not going to. The Adventures of Rad Gravity. Where is this going to go on our list? It is worse than Ikari Warriors. It is worse than Spiritual Warfare. It's worse than Jurassic Park. It is worse than Yonoid. It's worse than Werewolf the Last Warrior. But it's not as bad as Tubin. It is worse than Pinball Quest. It is not as bad as Rampage. Oops. It is basically like this game is going to occupy the same exact spot in my head as Defenders of Dynatron City, to be honest. But it's not as bad as it's not as bad as Silver Surfer. It is it is worse than Castle Quest. And it is worse than Qbert, but it is not as bad as it is not as bad as Silver Surfer. So there it is. Okay. Whoa. It is our new number 206. Oh, that Silver Surfer game. Boy. Rad Gravity, though. It's a miserable couple of video games right there. Gosh. All right. Let's get into it with let's just get right into the next game. Perhaps something of a palate cleanser, I guess. This game came in licensed and unlicensed varieties. And it's called R.B.I. Baseball. Ten teams of 10-game league. We can just watch a game if you want. Let's just play as the all-star team and we'll play against Detroit, I guess. We'll put in Brett Saberhagen. This game, originally part of the Family Stadium series, Namco's long-running baseball franchise. Oh. Nope, that's not going to go. No. Don Mattingly here. Back when baseball meant something, you know? Oh! It's inside heat, man. There you go. Jose Canseco with a long single. Oh, that's not going to make it. That'll, yeah, all right, yeah. Great. R.B.I. Baseball is a fantastic baseball game. You know, it's got Harold Baines in it, you know? Oh, he's going to be out. It has all of the trappings of baseball on the NES, where sometimes you hit a fucking roller to the wall and it's still a single. Because the guy can't make it to second in time. It's hard to overstate how much of an advancement this game is if you were coming from just regular-ass first-party Nintendo baseball to something like this. Oh! Ooh. Brett Saberhagen's got a sidearm, which is pretty sick, though, you know, not as good at fooling the computer as it is another human, because the delivery is just so weird. Oh. Yes, George Brett. Seen here, shitting his pants. Yeah. Oh! Ah! All right. Could have been worse. Yeah, that was a fielding mistake on everyone's part there. It worked out to my benefit. Yeah, there's a weak roller. Thanks, cow. But yeah, you know, you do the fielding yourself, unlike regular Nintendo baseball. There are controls to run to a base. Oh, but there's no diving or anything like that. Later R.B.I. baseball sequels would add stuff like that. Come on, yeah. That'll be good for 2. Oh, fuck it. No. All right. No, we're not gonna be able to steal 3rd. Hey, you know, you're advancing the runner. That's worth something. Yeah. He'll score. He's fast. All day long. Just knock it past that second baseman over and over again. Oh. All right, we got our 10. We just gotta fucking hold it, keep it together here. Dale Evans. Man, baseball. That's it. American wins. Because a lot of these games were made in Japan, they have this 10-run mercy rule that doesn't exist in the real game of baseball. But I guess that is something that exists in the game in Japan. And so if you can end an inning up by 10, it's over. And so we did that in 3 innings. Nice. This game feels fantastic. It's very simple, but I think it gives you most of what you need. It feels fair. You know, I don't know that diving or climbing the wall, some of the stuff that, you know, some of the other baseball games would have later on, I don't know that that necessarily improves the game. I mean, it gives you more options for sure. But with this game, you kind of know where you stand. You know how fast the fielders are. You know if that ball is going to get by that second baseman yet again, and all of that sort of stuff, you know. And so it's this happy middle ground, where it is, you know, you have significantly more control than you do over, you don't even do fielding in original first party black box Nintendo baseball. And so here you do all the fielding. You choose to run to the base. You can, you can commit errors by throwing to a base where there is no person there. But it's not overly, it's not overly complicated. It's just, this is a good feeling, fast moving, simple, great game of baseball. And if you want to play through the whole league and, if you want to just keep going, you can. You'll be like, all right, let's put in Dave Righetti. Why not, right? And this is kind of the only mode when you're playing alone. Is it just, it gives you the next team and there's no passwords or anything like that. It's just the only thing they do to kind of make the game feel like it is meaningfully changing from one game to the next is the starting pitcher you used in the previous game is not available in the following game. So Brett Saberhagen, not available here because I played him in the previous game. Different music might be nice. What are you talking about? It's got both kinds of music. It's got the bases are empty music, and you've got guys on music. It's got this happy-go-lucky music, and it's got the yo shit is serious music. That's all you need. No, that'll get over. No, it won't. No, it doesn't matter. It's like there's a case where the second baseman was running over to cover first, and so I control the first baseman, but it was kind of a either maybe could have gotten it, and so I was assuming I was controlling the second baseman, but I wasn't, and so as a result, I was out of position. Also, yes, this is music that is, you will hear that on-base music in a lot of baseball games over the years out of Japan, not just the ones in the Family Stadium series. Because it is apparently authentic to actual Japanese baseball. Dudes in the stands beating on drums. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Were the U.S. players only in the U.S. versions? Yes. So Japanese version, like Family Stadium had Japanese teams and players and stuff like that. But when Tengen picked up the rights to bring it to the States, they got the players' license here, but not the teams. And so that's why you see San Francisco, but you don't see Giants. They got the rights to use the players, but not the rights to use the team. Yeah. Oh. That was an error right there. Sometimes a player just gets eaten up by a ball and has to sit down for a second. Ooh. Oh. Oh, man. Unless they cut it off, I can make 3. Yeah. Oh. Oh. So yeah, I you know, this is yeah. So this is a case of like where, you know, separating the science from my own personal thoughts on the game is kind of has to come into play here. Because we, you know, this was for a very long time. This was the only video game played in the house by anyone other than me. My dad played hundreds of hours of it. His brother, my uncle, would come and visit sometimes, and they would. That's all they would do, is they would play this game. And when, like, sometimes my dad would practice. You know, he would play the game alone. They would both beat me real bad. And then over the years, I eventually got good enough to occasionally win one here and there. Look at that. Oh, yeah, I pushed it a little too hard there. Okay. But you know, this feels like a very fair baseball game. The levels of bullshit in employees are very minimal. It has Gary Gaetti in it, so, you know, what more do you want? Uh-oh. Just over his head. Was it Bert Blyleven? The players that matter. What would this have been, like the 87, 88 season or something? 88. Okay. Oh, I don't know about that one. Ah. Nope. Oh. Okay. Haha. Yeah, that's right. Get on base. Puck it. Oh. Anyway, this is a great game. Yeah, just an outstanding baseball game. I will say one of the best on the platform. And there were more. They did eventually do, R.B.I. 2 and 3. And eventually Tengen would decide to make their own baseball games under the R.B.I. baseball name. So there were like a Genesis game called R.B.I. 3. There was a totally different game, and it sucked shit. And it was, I think some of the last we would ever see of well, maybe some of the 16-bit. I didn't even realize at the time that, you saw like Namco's copyright on it or whatever, and you're like, oh, okay, huh? There's what is Namco's history with this thing? And then you realize, oh, this is a massive franchise over in Japan, and they've been releasing it for years. And there's one on the TurboGrafx 16, and there's one on the Super Nintendo, and there's all the other platforms that this franchise came to. There is one on the 3DS. If I remember, I believe, the most recent Famista game, I believe, is on the 3DS. There may have been one after that I just am not aware of. Okay, there's a couple on Switch. Yeah, I played that 3DS game, and it's good. They know what game they're making, and it's become more complicated over time, of course. But even the follow-ups to this game on the NES had stuff, where you're diving and kind of doing more. But I think there's a purity to this game. That really makes it, it is there's a happy medium when it comes to sports games, I think, especially of this era and the generation after it, where you've kind of have that happy medium of it's realistic in the ways that matter, but look, we want this to be accessible. We don't want to make it bog it down. We only have 2 buttons, whatever the reasons were, they didn't go crazy with it. And I think it's just a fantastic fucking video game. And scientifically speaking, it has Don Mattingly in it. And so, the science dictates that we're looking at a pretty good game. How good? This is going to tear me up inside trying to do this. R.B.I. Baseball is better than Blades of Steel. It's better than Baseball Simulator 1000, which I do love, but ultimately, like, if this was a conversation between R.B.I. Baseball and Super Baseball Simulator 1000 for the SNES, which is an unfair comparison, let's face it, we'd be having a different conversation. Baseball Simulator 1000 lays the groundwork for Super Baseball Simulator, but it's not as clean. The baseball itself is not as good. And that's kind of its downfall, ultimately. It's a better game than Balloon Fight, for sure. It's better than Tecmo World Wrestling. It's a better game than Kickle Cubicle. It is a better game than Tecmo Bowl. It's a better game than Cobra Triangle. It's a better game than Mega Man 1. It's a better game than RC Pro-Am. It's better than Little Samson. Is it better than Super Dodgeball? Scientifically speaking, is it better than Super Dodgeball? Yes, it is. It is. It is better than Super Dodgeball. If we let the science guide us, I think what we'll find is that R.B.I. Baseball is a better game than Gun.Smoke. But it is not a better game than The Goonies 2. Let me think that through. Is it better than The Goonies 2? I would not put it above Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I mean, I would, but the science would not. If this was just me ranking games for me, this is probably like the new number 3. Yeah, it's probably right between Mario Brothers and Rygar. But we're not. I'm not doing this. This is the science must speak here. And I think if we let the science dictate, as we have all along, then we'll find that scientifically speaking, R.B.I. Baseball is our new number 8. Congratulations to Don Mattingly, Brett Saberhagen, even Jose Canseco. Loath as I am to give that man any credit. Congratulations to George Brett for all the work he's done over the years. Everything he's done for the game. Okay. Let's move on. This is another game that when it came out here, they decided they wanted to slap a subtitle on it, even though it didn't need one. And it's a game called Xevious. But in the US, they decided to call it Xevious, the Avenger. Which is weird. Xevious is an awesome arcade game. I always have trouble playing it in 4x3. It just doesn't seem right to me. A lot of great sound effects. I feel like this version is doing okay with the sound effects, with the music. It's the bomb noise is really good. The NES was always good at reproducing that type of, kind of noise. The main shot and the explosion of the airborne enemies is maybe not as solid as you want, but it's fine. This is a pretty good version of the game. There are a lot of bad versions of Xevious out there if you're looking on, usually on lesser platforms. It's a 2-button game. We have our airborne shot and we have our bombs. The target out in front of us is for dropping those bombs. There you go. Now you know everything there is to know about playing Xevious, I suppose. Xevious sometimes seems like a game where as you play it, the better you do, the more heinous of a response it throws at you. The ability to hit 2 targets with 1 bomb. Oh, here we go. That's my favorite noise in Xevious is the noise from shooting these invincible fucking spinning fucking slabs. This is fine. It's not doing it for me the way I need it. But this is another game that, like, by the time it came out in the US, like, the world had maybe kind of moved on from Xevious. Xevious was a game that appeared on earlier Atari platforms and stuff, so there had already been home versions of it. Not as good as this one, for sure, but at the same time, this felt like an old game by the time it would have come out on the NES. But also, Xevious is a classic. What is it? Yeah, like 1982 for that original arcade release, and then Super Xevious came not too long after that, and there would be follow-up, different home versions of this game that would add more to it, and that kind of also makes this version, in retrospect, feel like sort of a bummer. It's a straight port of Xevious, it's not like Operation Faradrout or whatever that came out on the PC Engine. Okay, here we go. Fuck. Oh, I couldn't move any further forward than that. I was trying to continue to move forward to dodge those bullets, but that was not an option. So instead, we died. I think everything about the aesthetic of Xevious, everything about the style of it, and we haven't seen any of it yet. They might not even be in this version, but like the Nazca lines or the concept of the Nazca lines, appearing and that sort of stuff. It's not an easy fight. For me, a dumbass. There's some pretty good remixes of this music that that Namco themselves did. There's like you can find like rips of the cassette or something, but like I don't know. Some of that stuff's been re-released, but there's some hot shit out there. Oh. Xevious, I feel like, is also really good at implied lore. Like there is real lore to Xevious if you want to dig into it, but like when it came out in arcades, you didn't really have any of that. All you had was like every time you spawned, you knew it was referring to your ship as like the Solvaloo. And that was so much more than most games gave you back then. And you always wondered, if I shot those slabs enough, whoops, would I be able to blow them up? Maybe I just need more shots. Xevious is a great game, but, you know, like, look at that copyright, 1982, 1988. You know, by the time this game came out in the U.S., like, you know, like we've had this conversation about multiple arcade ports to the NES, you know. This was something that I'm sure when it came out on the Famicom was less crazy because of how much earlier the Famicom was. Yeah, the Famicom version was what, like 84? And so that's only a couple of years afterwards. That's not so bad. That's kind of not too far off from what we would have seen on, like, what, was there a 7800 version of this? Or just a 2600 version? Anyway, there are other versions of Xevious that are not great. And you know, by the time we get to this in 1988, you don't want this. This isn't what you're looking for out of a 8-bit Nintendo game, you know? And so as much as I love Xevious and think that there have been some fascinating versions of it on, like, the MSX and some of these other platforms, I think that it's not a great fit here. This is a golden age classic. This is like, if you're rattling off amazing arcade games of the early 80s, Xevious is up there. In the same realm as a Dig Dug or you know, a Mr. Do, or perhaps even a Crazy Climber. You know, it's a formative thing, but before games, yes, exactly. Before games were sullied, before Gauntlet came out in arcades and showed you the idea of, what if you just kept putting quarters into this to buy more health? Before Double Dragon 3 came along and let you buy extra lives for quarters and buy upgrades. That's when games went bad. Mr. Do wasn't a part of that. Mr. Do's Castle wasn't a part of that. Oh, it's a great game. Great music, Mr. Do's Castle. But Xevious, frustrating. No, not frustrating is not even the word. It's hard to, like, it is a shrug, the idea of Xevious on the NES. When we look at the other games that came out on this platform and all this stuff, like, there's nothing necessarily wrong with Xevious, but, like, you don't want to play it. And so it is very much this, like, middle of the road game that ends up in our middle of the road part of the list. Ultimately, you know, it's not a bad game. It's certainly no Dig Dug 2. But, like, realistically speaking, if we're thinking about Xevious, like, you know, this is kind of the zone where a lot of these games have ended up. And so would I say that Xevious is better than Galaga Demons of Death? No. It's probably not better than these Donkey Kong ports either. But, like, it's better than that port of Kicks. It's better than King's Knight. It's not as good as Golf. That is Xevious. It's no Golf. And so that puts it at, I lost it. Where'd it go? There it is. Number 124. Congratulations, Xevious. Xevious is a legendary video game. I feel bad looking at this. This feels wrong somehow, but in the context of the list we are trying to create and the science we are trying to conduct, this is how it ends up. If we are free from science, then what are we, you know? We're just throwing names on a list, and then Xevious is a top 10 all-time, one of the greatest games ever made type of thing. But that's not the list we're making here. So there you have it. There you have it, Xevious. Colon the Avenger. Okay. Pac-Mantis suggested the next game and said that it seemed apropos, given that it is April 19th here today as we are recording this live. So, you know, just it's the right time for you to think about choices you're going to make over the weekend when it comes to doing drugs, when it comes to smoking dope. And I know you're out there and you're listening to your rap tunes and they're all rapping about smoking doobies and getting slimed and sipping mud and imbibing promethazine. And I think that we need to make sure that we're thinking these thoughts through and not just doing things because other people are doing them. And so we come to Wally Bear and the No Gang, a game that I'm not sure I've ever played. An unlicensed... Do you think it's unlicensed because Nintendo loves drugs? Uncle Gary Grizzly has been planning a party for you and the No Gang. Invite all your friends and try to reach his house before dark. Take care, Wally, and remember to say no. Stay smart, don't start. Don't worry, Mom, I will remember. Oh no, it's like Skate or Die 2. Ah! That seagull injected me with heroin. Oh, that jump is really floaty. That dog wrecked me on PCP. That dog said, Wally Bear, I didn't know you like to get wet. Okay, I don't appear to have any inventory or anything like that. Wally getting high the only way he knows how. By riding on top of the grocery store. Is riding a skateboard on top of a grocery store more or less dangerous than smoking dope? No, can't go in the house. Was that a, what did I get? Was that a frisbee? Looked like an upside down pie. Oh, okay, I see. Fuck you. All right, now we can truly go fast and ugh. Oh, okay, I lost my frisbee, but I didn't die. Made it to the train station. I need to buy some smack from this rabbit. Ricky Rat was trying to get Toby Turtle to join his gang. He said Toby would have to take some pills. Here's some more pills, pillhead. He said, break 'em in half, take 'em and laugh. I tried to stop them, but they wouldn't let me on the subway. Wait here, Billy, maybe I can help. We've got to stop Toby Turtle from taking those pills. Shockwave. Trademark. Oh, Crossbow. Yeah, all the hot games are being advertised here on the train. That level was a lot easier than the first one. Ricky Rat is road. What? Taking drugs is stupid, Toby. If someone doesn't like you because you say no, he's not your friend. Thanks, Wally. I didn't know what to do. You don't have to go along with the crowd to be cool. It's okay to be yourself. Take pills because you want them, not because Ricky Rat needs you to take them. Oh, here, we got that gas. I was stone cold sober when I murdered all these dogs. This game is terrible. Just say no to, like... Wait. There we go. That was weird. Oh, Wally. You're just in time. That awful Ricky Rat just stole my new radio. Oh no, he's gonna sell it to buy drugs. He ran into the subway before I get through the crowd. The message here is that the subway is bad. Hurry, Priscilla, we can still catch him. I don't know what you call the cop, you know, tell the cops that this, I mean, you know his name. You know, hey, Ricky Rat stole my radio. Yeah, I feel like the message here is if you're looking for drugs, the subway is where you want to go. Also, if you want a high quality meatball sub, go to the subway. Thanks, Wally. I saved for a long time to buy this radio. I'm glad to get it back. I'm glad too, Priscilla. Ricky needs to learn to respect other people's property. Stealing can get you into a lot more trouble than it's worth. What does that have to do with drugs? What? Oh, God. Just a little slowdown. Just some. That sign just says no. Oh. Hey, Mom, I didn't do drugs. Instead, I went out and murdered junkies with my frisbee. Yeah, did I do drugs? Like, what is that? Because did we lose and take drugs? Like, what's the... You telling me Uncle Gary Grizzly doesn't partake from time to time? I have my doubts. I hate this. The birds are there are too many birds in this game. If this was the game I had available to me, maybe I would have done drugs as a child. Go, Wally, go. Not a great skateboarding game, you know, you don't really have tricks per se. Yeah, we picked up 2 skateboards, so now we're extra fast. One might say that Wally Bear is on speed. You know, in a ranking of games about drugs, I feel like this is not as good as Narc for the PS2, where you were a cop and you could get the drugs, and then you could turn them in for money or do them as a power-up. And Bill Bellamy was in it. Uh-oh. Oh. Man. Fuck you. What the... It's messed up. It's messed up for the, like, door into the subway to be so finicky. We'll put a speed power up at the start of the subway because we know how bad this level is. And so, you know, if you just spend a little bit less time here, maybe that would... Also, there's no confrontation. Like, we just get to the end and it's like, oh, you got the radio back. Like, I don't even collect a radio. I don't shake down Ricky Rat to get my radio back. I don't stop him just before he's pawned it so he can get more drug money for his drugs. Which I guess they're taking pills. What kind of pills were people taking in the 80s? Or early 90s? I feel like that's... before Vicodin became such a problem. Yeah, no one would... They were not doing Quaaludes in the 80s, man. No one was doing ludes in the late 80s. Ugh. Bomb-flinging drug rats. And now I gotta do it unassisted with no power-ups, man. I want to take drugs here in level 5. I want to get that skateboard up there. Fuck. Yeah, so that first hit takes the power up away from you. That first hit takes the power away from you. This sucks. But hey, you know what? Drugs suck. This is a bad game. I don't know. You know, so much of the whole war on drugs thing that was happening, all of the Nancy Reagan just say no stuff, like I will say that a lot of that stuff did leave me terrified of drugs. But obviously it would use to fucking force through a bunch of really bad laws. And so fuck Wally Bear. It's a low quality video game, which, you know, you should be expected. I wonder, you know, like it's very funny that it was not licensed. I think there is something about like the idea of like we made an anti-drug game or something. That the idea that, you know, it's also somehow kind of illicit in its own weird way is funny. It feels bad. It reminds me of, well, we haven't gotten there yet, but there's that first Simpsons game on the NES. It kind of reminds me of like a shitty version of that. And it makes me want to get whacked out on angel dust and pick up a dumpster and throw it as far as I can. So kind of the opposite of what the intent probably was with making this, you know. So yeah. Yeah. Where does this go on our list, man? It's like, it's not broken. It's just shitty. It feels like half a game. It feels like there's supposed to be something else to it, like a mini game or some kind of like trivia, something or other. Like between levels, they're going to ask you, hey man, do you want to do drugs? And you have to say no every time or something. You know, that just feels like there's, you know, like it feels like it's missing a lot for what they're trying to accomplish here. I kind of want to see what the later cutscenes are if you confront Ricky Rat and he's like fucked up on pills or whatever. Probably not. That was probably over the line for them. That was always the thing, is just like a lot of this anti-drug stuff for kids was so like sterile on top of that. So much of it was just like, drugs are bad. You're like, okay, well, tell me about the drugs. Well, there's this, and this, but we're not going to really get into anything other than just they're super fucking bad. You're like, oh, all right. Well, that sounds fun. I don't know. Drugs are bad unless you have enough money. And then you can just wear your suit to work and do cocaine. And that's fine. We're talking about street drugs. Those are bad. Yeah, the drugs that poor people want to do. We're going to lock them up. Mandatory minimums. You know, all that good stuff. Anyway. Wally Bear. Wally Bear says, drugs are bad. Also, I don't like poor people. I'm Wally Bear. It's worse than Dick Tracy. I'm surprised Wally Bear is allowed to have a skateboard. I would figure his parents would be like, skateboards? Skaters do drugs. No way. Next thing you know, you're going to come home looking like those punk rockers in a jean jacket and a safety pin pushed through your ear. Sniffing glue. Like, what are we looking at here? It's worse than Spy versus Spy. It's worse than Play Action Football. It's worse than Gyromite. It's worse than Solstice, the quest for the staff of Deimos. It's worse than Dino Wars, destruction of Spondylus. Spondylus? I was playing Dino Wars, destruction of Spondylus on my iPhone the other day. Now that there's an emulator for that available on the actual App Store. First game I loaded onto it, Dino Wars, destruction of Spawn. You think I'm fucking around? I ain't fucking around. They don't even have the art for it in the database. It's supposed to... You're playing some Dino Wars right now, baby. Wally Bear and the No Gang is worse than that. Wally Bear and the No Gang is worse than Flight of the Intruder. Worse than Remote Control. Worse than G.I. Joe, a real American hero who fights drugs the old-fashioned way by going to other countries and setting them on fire. You know, fighting Cobra. It's worse than Jurassic Park. It's worse than Rainbow Islands. Worse than Dick Tracy. It's worse than Renegade. It is not as bad as that garbage port of Xenophobe. Let me think this through. Let me think through what we're saying here. Is it better or worse than Super Pitfall? It's better. Scientifically speaking, it's better. It's better than that bad port of Ghostbusters. It's better than the Black Bass USA. Is it better or worse than Deadly Towers? Deadly Towers is quite terrible. I think I would rather play Deadly Towers, but let me think about it here. What does the science actually say? It's worse than Deadly Towers. It's worse than Skate or Die 2, as much as I think that game is fucking garbage. But it's worse than Treasure Master, which is its own brand of bad, but like... But it's better than the Black Bass USA. Is it better or worse than the Sesame Street games? It's better than Casino Kid. You know what? It's better than Sesame Street 1, 2, 3. But it's not better than Sesame Street ABC. And so we have our new number 226. Wally Bear and the No Gang. It's a bad game. That's a bad game. Okay. Here we go. This is one I've been thinking about for a while. Come on now. All right, let's reset it. 1991, apparently, for this version of the game. Pony Canyon. Oh, look at this slow zoom. Make your fortune in New Flan. The City Council of New Flan is seeking heroes to free the city from the evil hordes. Riches, fame, glory. The council seeks heroes of all kinds to battle for fame and fortune. Legends will be written about these adventurers. See the New Flan City Council for more information. The New Flan City Council. This is Pool of Radiance. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, Pool of Radiance. Okay, we've got some characters already here. We've got what this looks like a magic user, a cleric, and a fighter. I'm fine with that. So this was a role-playing game on computers. I believe I primarily played the Commodore 64 version of it. Part of the classic Gold Box series. But it also came to the NES. And like Ultima Exodus and some of the other kind of computer RPGs that got ported, it seems like these were oftentimes ported largely for the Japanese market. I don't know if this game actually came out in Japan or not, but Pony Canyon is involved, so I'm assuming yes. A man approaches. Here's this man. Man, welcome, I'm Rolf. I'll be your guide around Flan. Please follow me. All right, we don't have control here. So this is a first-person game a lot of the time. It's the Shrine of Tyr. We have 3 shrines in the city. For Tyr, one for Soon, and one for Tempest. Brachio is in the Shrine of Tyr. If you look over here, there's the dock. It's too dangerous to send out ships right now. We want to do something about it. This is the training hall. You can train here, fight duels, or hire adventurers. Okay. Here's the city hall. The council clerk will give you commissions. Shrine of Tempest on your right. Old Flan is infested with monsters. This game didn't need to be first person. That is kind of my thought about it, especially when we're looking at a port of it to the NES. I would be curious about the manual to this game, because on a computer, this came with a gigantic manual. that had maps and other stuff like that. You have done nothing special. The slums need to be cleared of monsters. Drive away the monsters of so-called keep. Find any history books. We've got an L sword, banded mail, and a shield on Gwydion. What about Felgar? Flail, mail, shield. Okay, well, we went to City Hall. Now how do I get back to... This doesn't help either. Look just advances time for 5 minutes. I think you're like technically like looking at the area for like magic items or no, we went back. No. The air is filled with smoke and gossip. We'll listen to gossip. Nomads are living in the Northland. There's the water. Tavern. Okay. I feel doomed to wander around in circles forever. Okay, here's City Hall. There. Large insects and rats run beneath your feet. You can hear an alarm in the distance. Always good. You see angry orcs. Parley with an E. Battle begins. Okay. No, we're not going to cast Cure Light Wounds. Can we aim? Okay, so aim will then attack. Got Got it. Going great so far. All right. Pork goes down. What is it? Just get a backstab bonus, right? No? Good. Good. I'm glad that my fighter missed. Okay, you get 2 turns here. You got initiative here next time. Yeah, this is a game, you know, even the version that I played and loved at the time is kind of... It's hard to go back to. In some ways, this is faithful to that. But... yeah, let's continue battle, even though everyone's... no, we're good. 0 gems. Kobolds. Yeah, even with the when they did that re-release, they that gold box companion thing they did is neat to kind of help, because the game came with a kind of a thick book that had partial maps and lore and different things, and it was also like the copy protection thing for the computer version. I'm gonna put him on auto because I'm curious what. All right, thanks. Kobold is dying. Ray. Orcs are arguing over some papers. Let's advance. Hey. No. We're just gonna auto battle and see how it does because I'm tired of the menus. And I'm curious to see if the auto battling is any good. Oh, we still have to button past all the stuff, huh? So far, I would say this is kind of a bummer. It's, there's so much missing in combat, which, you know, when you're starting out, I'm sure makes a lot of sense. But I want to say this was maybe my first exposure to Dungeons and Dragons. No, that's not true. Certainly my first exposure to advanced Dungeons and Dragons, I guess. But continue battle is such a weird. Can't read the scroll. Maybe that's something we can take back to City Hall? Not that we'll ever find it again. You see some dirty goblins. Jump them. Oh, we're so far away. Oh, this music is decent. You know, the computer version didn't have that, that's for sure. It was a mostly silent video game. So this weird because this game does give it mildly consoleized version of the experience, but not really. But yeah, Pool of Radiance, I'm pretty sure I finished it. I don't remember a damn thing about it other than, you know, some of this basic stuff that we're doing here. I can't tell you anything about the story in this game, but my dad would sit behind me and watch me play it and would give me advice. As I would play. A small man is sitting at a table. Well, what are you here for? What do you do? Let's talk. Pick speaker. Like, what's the difference? Like, oops. I picked haughty, and now we are fighting. Oh, that's bad. Pushed A one too many times, and now we're dead. I don't even know how to turn off auto. Oh, everyone gets to swing as I run away. I don't even know if this works. Okay. We can multi-class. Let's follow Rolf around. So you can save. No. Oh, I pushed forward and, okay. Thought we were gonna have to fight there. What do you got? A flask of oil? A wooden symbol of tear? No, jeweler, I don't need anything. Oh, there is an openness to this game insofar as, like, you know, you can try to... The boatman comes over. Well, they said there was monsters of SoCal Keep, right? Okay. I want to say saving in the Commodore version was much more of a chore. Oh no. Oh, that's a lot of guys. We can't make the... We can't make skeletons go to sleep. Yeah. Well, apparently... Oh, turn. It's a separate... I thought I had to cast it like a spell. But it is a separate item for the cleric. Not that it matters much. This is too fast. With the game speed turned all the way up like this, it's a nightmare of a different kind. This is a really impenetrable thing, man. It's unfortunate. You know, I think there's a really big world in this game, comparatively, you know, for games of its era, but like also like this game came out in, I want to say, was it 91 in the US? Like that's super weird. I can't turn again, huh? Okay. Oh, begins casting Cure Light Wounds. I can't, oh, okay. So even though I can't see him, oh no, that's just outside of my range. Great. Cure Light Wounds probably can't bring guys back when they're down anyway. But it's weird that... You know, like... We talk about games and onboarding and all of that sort of stuff, and you could certainly make the case that a somewhat friendlier opening to this game would actually go a long way, or a somewhat firmer hand on what you should do, and at least at first, before they kind of just set you loose. Like there's sort of lose saved game. Wait, so does it have actual battery backup, or... I guess it must, because insects fall from the ceiling and wall. Good God. Giant fucking crabs or what? Large scorpion. Uh-oh, poisoned, downed. Whoops. Okay. We somehow made it out of that one. But we've got one guy poisoned, one unconscious, and we're... I think the first-person nature of this game does it a huge disservice, especially when your map is this, with no indication of doors or how to leave the area or anything of that nature. Whoops. We got jumped at night by friggin' skeletons. Hi. Oh, the undead do not hear you. Oh, this is gonna be fine. Yeah, I mean, it's a game where you need the manual, assuming that the NES version's manual came with the same maps that the computer versions did. But even then, those maps were not amazing. Like, you know... But I don't think that the first-person viewpoint when you're navigating the world is cool enough to be worth it. The juice is not worth the squeeze, as they say. Oh, great. You only got the one in the back line. If I cast it any closer, then my guys would fall asleep. Okay, it looks like people are saying that, yeah, looks like the NES version did come with some maps. Oh, no, did not have good maps. Okay. Yeah, because the computer version of this came with a whole separate little book. That was not, you know, it didn't make the game extremely easier. Yeah, grid paper, and I definitely did draw maps for this game. I wish there was a way to just punch out right now and reload. That's frustrating as well, that we have to, like, play this encounter out no matter what. So it's neat that this game, somehow made its way to this platform, but like by the time it did, like think about that. This game, 1991. Yeah, does well, let's see if is that an option? Is pushing reset an option here? Yeah. Yeah, there's just yeah. Let's go back to town. This is the Dirty Baron River. I want to find our way back into the slums. Yeah, you would need to really care about either making a map or finding maps for it and stuff, because this is a terrible fucking map. And toggling between the two is also annoying. Okay, jumped my goblins. You know, and the game doesn't really tell you enough about turn order and, like, why did the wizard get to go again there? And, you know, like, and there are Dungeons and Dragons reasons why that happens, right? But the game doesn't feel like it's, like, explaining enough about its systems to you. Ugh, that's so much missing. A sling, huh? Can any of these characters even use a sling? Maybe maybe the fighter can. And this interface of, like, yeah, just not a lot of room for text, and, like, the number of things you need to, like, commit to memory in terms of, like, who has what on them, and, you know, you don't equip from a main inventory. Gold Leaf can't use that. Only thieves can use slings, right? I thought a sling was a thief weapon. Maybe that's something that changed post AD&D or something, but like, I'm tempted to be like, now that I did some stuff, like, should I go back and like find the Fighters Hall? How much XP do I need to level up? Is that information conveyed anywhere? Like, he's got 202 hit points, but I think you only level up when you go back to the hall. Let's see if this lady has anything to say about me killing some people in the slums. No. Look at how much money that is. 100 gold for cure light wounds. Raise the perished seems like a really cursed Nintendo-like phrase. Like, no, I can't say dead. No, I am. Yeah, this is just a case of like the first person nature, like the map and you just the information you are given is just not enough, you know, like for what the expectations are on you, the player in this game. Like this is kind of too much. Oh. If you enter through the back door, he will deal with you. Oh no! We found ourselves in a brawl. No? No? It looked like an area of effect kind of cast. But hey. And this is a case where when I hover over a character, it could show me how many hit points they have remaining, so I make sure I am casting it on the right one, and there's just a lot of context that would help. Oh, I hit that dude for 10 and he's still standing up. We're fucked. 6th level thief. Yep, we're done. The number of ways you can just get done in this game are kind of crazy also. I'm pretty sure that's the same guy I hit for 10 last turn. So if I've done 19 points of damage to that guy and he's still standing up, well, you know. Man. This is rough. This is pretty. Again, it's another shame because, you know, I do have a kind of a lasting love for this game on another platform and all that stuff. And like, this is a representation of that game. Like, this is not that different ultimately. The way that they have consoleized it, I think, is interesting, you know, giving it music and some other stuff like that. But like, this is a I don't know, a very specific taste, I guess I would say. Where does that go on our list? Where's Pool of Radiance go on the list here? Like, scientifically speaking, you know, we're trying to take the year out of it. I think the you know, 91 is really late for that game. When we look at other role-playing games on the platform, I think they were snappier. They moved a bit better. They gave you more options. The menus were, you know, just like that. A lot of that context, or more of what you would need to see on screen in terms of a HUD and things like that. Other games have been just like better about doing that sort of stuff, you know. And so it's just it's kind of a bad fit in a lot of ways. It's not as bad as Star Wars, but it's no Fester's Quest. It's no Renegade. But it's better than Robo Warrior. Is it better or worse than Street Fighter 2010, The Final Fight? Ultimately, the question we're all asking. And I think what we'll find is that we have our new number 1. Well, why didn't that take? Why didn't that take? Our new number 195. Congratulations to Gary Gygax for that one. Classic. That's a game that I consider like a formative game for me back in the day, but in the end, that's just a kind of a bad fit for it. And that's going to do it for us here. Thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, Pool of Radiance, man. Pool of Radiance. Strange one. Be back next week with a podcast and all that sort of stuff. Head over to the Patreon, patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. Got a new video up over there for patrons about how to configure MAME. If you're an emulator, if you're new to this whole emulation thing, that's a good starter, I think, in some ways. Go check out how to configure all that stuff and set up where your games go and everything. Give that a look. There'll be follow-up installments to that for RetroArch, which we're using here today. And other stuff of that nature. So take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.